Ever wondered how Eid is celebrated around the world? Well, you're in for a treat. This is Eid al-Fitr, a festival that celebrates the end of Ramadan, the holy month of fasting for Muslims. The day is determined by the sighting of the crescent moon, marking the conclusion of a month-long spiritual journey. Eid al-Fitr, also known as the Festival of Breaking the Fast, is a 3-day festival celebrated by approximately 1.9 billion Muslims worldwide. And guess what? Indonesia takes the crown for having the highest Muslim population. Over these 3 days, Muslims engage in prayers, sermons, and of course, there's a whole lot of visiting relatives and neighbors, exchanging sweets. Now that's a tradition that makes this festival even sweeter. And you'd often hear the greeting Eid Mubarak or Eid Saeed, which are just warm wishes for a blessed Eid. So, let's hop on this global tour and see how Eid is celebrated in different corners of the world. Our first stop, the mosques. The day starts with prayers and sermons. Eid, the glorious festival that marks the end of Ramadan, begins with a spiritual journey that centers around prayer. Right at the break of dawn, Muslims worldwide gather in mosques and open prayer grounds, congregating in unity for the special Eid prayer. This prayer, known as the Salat al-Eid, is not just any ordinary prayer. It's a prayer of gratitude, a prayer of hope, and a prayer of community spirit. It's a beautiful sight, really. Picture this, people of all ages and walks of life coming together, bowing and prostrating in unison. The air is filled with a sense of peace and serenity, the kind that can only be found in moments of profound spiritual connection. Each individual in their own personal communion with the divine, yet united in purpose and intention. Following the congregational prayer is the sermon or khutbah. The sermon on Eid is a special one. It's an opportunity for spiritual leaders to address the community, to impart wisdom, and to inspire. The messages delivered during these sermons often revolve around themes of gratitude, patience, and the importance of community. They serve as reminders of the lessons learned during the month of Ramadan and as guiding principles for the year ahead. But the spirit of Eid doesn't stop at the prayer ground. After the sermon, the congregation disperses, carrying with them the blessings and lessons from the sermon into their personal prayers and reflections. They carry this spirit back to their homes, their communities, and into the world. It's a beautiful cycle, really, one that breathes life into the day of celebration. The prayers and sermons of Eid are a testament to the enduring spirit of unity, gratitude, and hope that characterizes this beautiful festival. They serve as a reminder of the journey of self-reflection and spiritual growth undertaken during Ramadan, and mark the beginning of a day filled with joy, love, and togetherness. From sermons to sweets, let's move on to the delicious part of the celebrations. What's a celebration without some mouth-watering delicacies, right? You see, the culmination of the holy month of Ramadan is not just about prayer and reflection, it's also about coming together as a community and sharing joy, and what better way to do this than with food? In fact, the breaking of the fast, or iftar, is traditionally done with something sweet. Dates are a popular choice, much like a sweet little hello to your stomach after a day of fasting, but that's just the beginning. The main course, if you will, comes after the prayers. Feasts are prepared with dishes that are as diverse as the people celebrating, from the rich and fragrant biryanis of India and Pakistan to the hearty tagines of Morocco and the delicate rice cakes of Indonesia. It's a global gastronomic extravaganza. But the sweet-toothed among us, fear not. The tradition of sharing sweets is a major part of the celebration. In many countries, it's customary to exchange platters of sweets with neighbors and relatives. Imagine a knock at your door and you're greeted with a tray of baklava, dripping with honey, or maybe some gulab jamun, those syrupy balls of delight. It's not just about indulging your palate, but about sharing happiness. And let's not forget the different types of traditional sweets prepared in various countries. In Egypt, you have kak, a type of cookie filled with nuts and covered in powdered sugar. In Turkey, there's sikapar, small pieces of soft pastry drenched in thick syrup. And in Malaysia, they make kuih, colorful bite-sized snacks made from rice flour and coconut milk. So, you see, Eid is not just a religious observance, it's a culinary journey that takes you around the world, right from the comfort of your dining table. After a hearty meal, it's time to embrace the spirit of giving. Eid is not just about feasting, it's also about sharing joy and blessings. Indeed, one of the most significant aspects of Eid is the tradition of giving. As we know, sharing is caring, and on Eid, this sentiment is in full swing. Muslims worldwide celebrate this beautiful festival by exchanging gifts, a practice that not only strengthens bonds but also brings smiles to faces. From sweet treats to new clothes and even toys for children, gifts during Eid come in all shapes and sizes. But Eid isn't only about material gifts. It's also about the gift of love, care, and compassion. It's about sharing the joy and blessings we have with those who may not be as fortunate. This is where the concept of zakat, one of the 5 pillars of Islam, comes into play. Zakat, a form of almsgiving, is a spiritual commitment to help those in need. It's a means of purification and growth, reminding us that what we have is not only for us to enjoy, but also to share. During Eid, Muslims give zakat al-Fitr, a form of charity given to the poor before the end of Ramadan. This act of giving ensures that everyone, regardless of their financial status, can join in the Eid celebrations. And you know what's beautiful about this? It's not just about the act of giving, but also about how it brings people together, fostering a sense of community and unity. It's about realizing that our happiness increases when shared. And isn't that what Eid is all about? Sharing joy, spreading love, and celebrating togetherness. So whether it's a beautifully wrapped present or a simple act of kindness, every gift given during Eid carries with it a message of love and unity. It's a reminder that in this diverse world, we are all connected through the spirit of giving. With hearts filled with joy and a spirit of giving, let's dive into the vibrant traditions that add color to this celebration. Eid is a symphony of diverse traditions and colorful greetings. As we delve into the traditions that make Eid such a unique celebration, one can't help but marvel at the rich tapestry of customs that reflect the beautiful diversity of the Muslim world. From the intricate patterns of henna decorating hands in India and Pakistan, to the solemn visits to graveyards in many Middle Eastern countries, each tradition adds a unique note to the symphony of Eid. Decorating hands with henna, a natural dye, is a popular tradition, especially among women. These intricate designs are not just beautiful to look at, but also symbolize joy and positivity. And while henna parties are a time of fun and laughter, visiting graveyards is a more solemn tradition. It's a way of remembering and honoring loved ones who are no longer with us, a reminder that Eid is not just a time of joy, but also of reflection. But Eid is not just seen and felt, it's also heard. The joyous takbir that echoes from mosques, the laughter of children, and of course the greetings. Eid Mubarak or Eid Saeed are the most common phrases you'll hear. The first is Arabic for Blessed Eid, and the second means Happy Eid. But the beauty of these greetings lies in their variations across different languages and regions. From Selamat Hari Raya in Malaysia to Roza Bayraminis Mubarak in Azerbaijan, each greeting in its own tongue adds a vibrant color to the Eid celebrations. And then there are the lights. From humble homes to grand mosques, cities across the Muslim world illuminate the night with twinkling lights. These lights, like the moon that signals the arrival of Eid, are a beacon of hope and joy, casting away the darkness. From prayers to feasts, from gifts to vibrant traditions, Eid is indeed a celebration of unity in diversity. So, that was a whirlwind tour of Eid celebrations around the globe. We've traveled from the solemnity of prayers and sermons to the sweetness of feasts and treats. We've seen the generosity of gift-giving and charity, and the joy of traditions and greetings. All these elements come together to create a vibrant tapestry that is as diverse as the nearly 2 billion Muslims worldwide. From the bustling streets of Indonesia, the country with the highest Muslim population, to the quiet prayers in the corners of the world, Eid is a testament to unity in diversity. Even in places like Gaza, where resources are limited and conflict overshadows festivities, the spirit of Eid is unbroken. No matter the language, the greeting remains the same, a heartfelt Eid Mubarak or Eid said, a simple phrase that carries a world of meaning. Blessed Eid or Happy Eid. Eid is not just a festival, it's a global symphony of faith, joy, and unity. Until next time, stay curious and Eid Mubarak to all.